Okay, so I've been using Inkscape and GIMP. GIMP for raster image and Inkscape for vectors. But now I want to showcase the main advantage of using Affinity. As you can see over here, we can easily swap between pixels and vector within the same application. And let's take a look over here at some case studies. I have over here a template, and we see over here this will be encapsulated PostScript, so I can drag and drop that within Affinity, and it will look like this. I can swap, for example, between vector, and I will have each of those individual elements. Now, everything over here is mainly vectorized, but we can see how easily we can modify this. If I will drop the SVG file, which will be the following, we're going to see the file size a lot smaller. This will be the same design, and it will look like this. And again, I can go within vector, and I can go ahead and I can segment various elements really easily. If I will swap this to pixel, I will still have those vectorized. So we can do the same within Inkscape, but over here, we're going to see that within Affinity, we can easily open multiple files a lot easier. Now, if I'm going to jump over here within Inkscape and using the same files, this will be the first file, so SVG. And in this case, we're going to have the following for the SVG. We have the following import settings. I'm going to go with the default one that will include image as editable objects. So I'm going to click OK, and this will be the SVG file. And I can go ahead and I can ungroup those and I can work with them over here. Over here, as you can see, we have another ungroup, and after that, I can easily select individual components. These are also grouped again. So we're going to see that in this case, Inkscape will work with this really good. Let's drag in the following one, which will be the encapsulated PostScript. And we're going to see over here that Inkscape will not be able to load that. So as you know, I already have a video regarding how you can set up Inkscape to import APS files. But as you can see, in some cases it will not work. And this is the main reason why I want to switch to Affinity, because this will integrate both vectors and pixels within the same tool. Now, this is also available for free. It's not the same as Inkscape and GIMP, since those are open source as well. But let's take a look over here at GIMP. If I'm going to drag and drop this file over here, so this will be the SVG, the scalable vector, I can have this imported. And now if I'm going to zoom in, we're going to see that this has already been converted to a raster image. So we no longer have this vectorized. This is why it's really good that within Affinity you can use both vector and images, and everything that is vector will remain a vector. And only the images will be rasterized. So quite similar to what we have over here in Inkscape, but at the same time we can open a larger file format. If I'm going to drag and drop the encapsulated PostScript within GIMP, again, I'm going to have the following. I can define the resolution, the width, and if I'm going to hit import, we're going to see that this will be vectorized again. So usually these kind of files, so SVGs, scalable vectors, and encapsulated PostScript are not intended to be used within GIMP, but I just want to highlight that. And I also have over here a file. So usually when this is from all free downloads, I have the JPEG over here. I can drag and drop that. We're going to see that this will be raster. So regardless of the fact that I'm going to swap to vector, since this was imported as an image, as a JPEG file. And we also have over here, this is a template for Illustrator. And if I'm going to drag and drop that, that will also open. And this is really important. But keep in mind over here that this will not be vectorized. So this is actually imported just like a preview. But if I will try to do the same over here within Inkscape, we're going to see that this will open as a PDF file. And in this case, we're going to see that this will be vectorized. So if you have files like this that are within Illustrator file format, we see over here .ai, we're going to see that Inkscape can open those by default as vectors. And over here, if I will swap this to vector, because this was on pixel, and if I'm going to drag and drop this one over here, we're going to see that this will now be loaded just like within Inkscape as a vector. So we have over here the PDF import options, and this will now be vectorized. So the main advantage is that Affinity also integrates what GIMP can do over here, but at the same time it's a little bit better for vector graphics than Inkscape. And this is why I consider that Affinity will replace both Inkscape and GIMP, as it offers a little bit more flexibility, and it's quite similar to the popular Photoshop and Illustrator packages from Adobe. So let me know in the comment section, what is your opinion regarding this? Do you consider that Affinity will replace the need to use Inkscape and GIMP, as it offers both functionality, both within the Vector Studio and the Pixel Studio, to work with graphic elements, both vectors and raster images. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. You're going to find a similar video within the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.